All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you joining me today. Great to practice with you. And let's get started. When you're ready, you just lie back, you close your eyes, and you breathe. You take the time to settle in. You get your space settled. You start the practice. Lord, make that choice to be right here. You find that subtle effort to be right here. And you notice that some days the mind or body doesn't want to settle. It wants to fidget, it wants to wander. And those are the days that we learn to practice the best. Because we have to keep making that decision over and over. And it's with that repetition, that practice, that we better master that skill of being able to be right here. Being able to put everything else down, all those other things that tug at the mind, tug at the body. Learn how to let them go. Just for this little bit of time. So we can find ourselves right here. So we feel the body as it settles in. That softening around the edges. We feel the breath as it moves in and moves out. Take the time to practice this transition, to master this transition. You continue to take the time. Continuing to settle in. And things as we settle in, as the body stills and softens, you start noticing those points in the body that maintain tension. The hip, the thigh, the hand, the shoulder, the jaw. When you notice them, you don't try and determine why they're tense. Instead, you just let it go. You use the breath, that inhale moving, that exhale releasing the tension. That's part of the transition, part of that shift, to learn how to let go of that chronic tension, how to release ourselves, that tightening, straining that we have all day long underlining everything. And take just a few more breaths, a few more moments. And your next inhale is a nice deep, full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. That sense of movement, shifting the body. Come back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice smooth rhythm back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sleep. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. And on inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthen. And exhale as you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to, and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward for your back bend. And exhale, pressing the hips back and up, down, up. You take any movement here. Then inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale, rising all the way back up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward, cobra, up dog. Exhale, pressing back, down dog. Nice firm pressure with those palms. Pressing the ground away, sending those hips back and up. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rising, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Left foot back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down, dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rising, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back. Right leg back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, down dog. Drawing out those lines of the body. Working that leg. Heel the hip. Wrist to hip. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right, left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Relax your arms, close your eyes if they open. Tadasana. Belt the big toes close, heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose. Setting the hips as low as you like. The thighs hug, the tailbone draws down. Nice and grounded. Just full breath here. Then exhale as you fold forward over your legs. The legs straighten out and you catch hold of whatever you got, toes, ankles, or shins. Letting the head hang heavy. The tailbone tilting towards the ceiling as we work into this forward fold. A nice act of drawing down of the torso. Lifting up through the sits bones. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you step or float back. Down dog or moving through vinyasa. A gentle bend in the knees. You look up between your hands and inhale, float or step to the top of the mat. Then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rising all the way back. And exhale, hands to your heart. From here, we're going to step that left foot straight back about 3 feet, roughly the middle of your mat. Take the arms behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Keeping the hips and chest squared with the top edge of the mat. On exhale, you fold forward over that right leg for pyramid pose. Both legs are active. Pressing the feet down as the torso reaches out over that right leg. Then inhale, rising back up. Hands to your heart. And you step that left foot forward. Then the right foot steps back. 3 feet, roughly the middle of your mat. The hips and chest stay square, the arms sweep behind your back. Draw those shoulder blades towards each other, broadening the upper chest. And exhale, you fold forward over that left leg. Inhale, rising, hands to your heart. And exhale, the right foot steps forward. You relax the arms. Then bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose. Set your base. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart as you twist to the right. Revolve chair. Taking that left elbow outside the right thigh. You can always broaden and open up those arms as you twist tighter. And inhale back to center chair. Hips low, arms go high. Take a breath to center yourself. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart as you twist to the left. Drawing the torso around. Opening those arms if you like. Inhale back to center chair. Hips low, arms high. And exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lengthening. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Keeping the left heel lifted. The torso sweeps up. Nice low, long stance from foot to foot. Then palms together, drop the thumbs between your shoulder blades. The elbows point up. The tailbone draws down as you lift the upper chest. Good. Inhale, straighten the arms up. And exhale, hands to the floor inside the right foot for lizard pose. You can walk that right foot over towards the right edge of the mat. And on exhale, you start to bow the torso. Seeing if you can get one forearm, maybe both to touch down. Sinking towards the floor. Working that deep flexion at the right hip. Inhale, you rise back up to straight arms. And we're all going to lower that left knee if it's not already. Left hand stays down as that right arm reaches up. The lizard twist. The shoulders stack, the collarbones broad. You can stay there or reach that right arm back as that left knee bends, catching hold of the outer edge of the left leg. You hug that heel in. Maintain the twist of the torso. If you want to go deeper, you can lower back down under that left forearm. But keep the torso twisted back. Right shoulder rolling back. And send your chest turning towards the ceiling. Then exhale back to center. You plant the hands as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. You rise up. You settle into your stance. Then palms together, thumbs drop between the shoulder blades. Elbows point up, the chin lifts, trying to open through the underarm. Then inhale, straighten the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor inside the left foot. Maybe walk that left foot over, touch. And on exhale, you start to lower one forearm, maybe both. Inhale, rising up to straight arms. And we all lower that right knee if it's not already. Uncurl the toes. Right hand stays down as that left arm reaches up. Lizard twist. You can stay there or left arm reaches back. Right knee bends, catching hold of that foot. Hugging the heel in. Maybe lowering back down to that right forearm. Nice full breaths here. Then back to center. Plant the hands as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. You soften the eyes. You feel that nice upward reach of the arms. Allowing for the rib cage to be open for you. Breathe into it. And palms together, thumbs to your heart. And you're going to take one big step to draw that left leg forward. Standing tall on your right. Setting up for eagle pose. You start to bend that right knee. The left thigh crosses over. Left toes touch down. They can hover, or they tuck behind the right. As the hips sit and you feel steady with your base, you add the arms. You bring them straight up. It'll be that left elbow over the right. Cross the elbows, twisty tie the forearms. Trying to lift those elbows to shoulder height while the hips sit low. Nice broadening across the backs of your hips. And broadening across the upper back. And on inhale, you unravel as you rise up. Tadasana. You relax your arms, you close your eyes. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. So just settle in here. No need to overthink it or overcomplicate it. Get a nice grounding through the legs. A nice upward lift of the torso. You breathe. Full inhales. Complete exhales. In palms, you have the thumbs to your heart. You take that big step, drawing that right leg forward. When the left knee bends, the right thigh crosses over. Right toes can touch down. They can hover, or they tuck. And with your weight set in those legs, arms out front, it'll be that right elbow over the left. Cross the elbows, twist you tie the forearms. Nice full breath. The eyes are soft. Perfect. Inhale as you unravel, rising up. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Then inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. The torso lifts. You set your base. This time we'll bring the palms to the heart. And you twist to the right. Revolve side angle. You can always open those arms or bind behind the thigh as you go tight. Work that deep twist of the torso. Nice long, steady stance from leg to leg. Now stay in those legs, and with your next inhale, that left arm is going to guide you up and around Warrior Two. Nice big sweep, and you settle in. That left heel spun in, so that back foot is now parallel to the short end of the mat. The right knee is bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. You're broad across the lap, across the upper chest. Making our way into half moon. From here, that left hand comes to the left hip. The right hand's going to guide you forward, and as you feel your weight shifting, that right hand comes down as that left leg lifts up. You can reach that left arm back up to the ceiling as you feel steady. The right fingers are light on the floor, or they're hovering over it. Nice and steady on that right leg. A solid foundation. And nice and smooth, letting that right knee bend as you step back to Warrior Two. Smooth transition. You take a breath and set it up. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Take your time and feel steady And once you do, palms to the thumbs to your heart as you twist to the left. Revolve side ankle. Working those arms however you like. Broadening, binding. Perfect. Then let that right arm guide you nice and smooth. Warrior two. Sweeping that arm around. Spinning that right heel. Good. Making our way to half move. Right hand to right hip. Left hand guides you forward. You shift into moving your center out over that left leg. And reaching that right arm back up as you feel steady. Nice and smooth. The left knee bends as that right foot steps back. Warrior two. And exhale, hands to the floor as you choose your route to down dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And we're going to let it linger this time. The right heel reaches for the ceiling. Left heel presses towards the floor. And you can stay here or stack that right hip over the left. And maybe bend that right knee. And nice and light, you place that right foot on the floor. Turning yourself to face the ceiling. Keeping your waistline lifted as high up as you can. And nice and smooth coming back to center. That right leg stays lifted. Down dog splits again. And exhale as you step that right foot forward for crescent. The left knee lowers, toes undercurl. Hips sink down as the torso sweeps up. You take any hand position you like. Just full breaths. Opening that front line of the body. Then exhale, release the hands to the floor. We're going to walk over towards the left edge of the mat, setting up for gate pose. So that left heel starts to sweep back behind you. That right leg then straightens up, the torso lifts. You get your right toes pointing to the ceiling, right hand on the right thigh, left arm reaches up, and on exhale you take it over the top. And that right hand just slide down towards that foot as you reach longer through that left arm. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, hands to the floor as you walk yourself back around to the top edge of the mat. Plant the hands and step back. And inhale, the left leg lifts, and you let it linger. Reaching that heel, pressing that right heel down, and stacking that left hip over the right. You can stay there or bend that left knee. And nice and smooth, that foot touches down as your hips and chest turn to face the ceiling. That left arm just drapes overhead, giving you that nice upward lift through the waistline. And nice and smooth, coming back to center. That left leg stays up. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Right knee lowers, toes uncurl. Hips sink. Torso sweeps up. Let those eyes close. You're low and grounded here, so sink those hips. Reach the arms. And exhale, hands to the floor. You walk yourself to the right edge of the mat, letting that right heel sweep back behind you. Setting up for gate. The left leg straightens out. The torso lifts up. Left hands on the left thigh. Right arm reaches up. And exhale as you take it over the top. Nice deep lateral stretch. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk yourself back around to the top edge of the mat. And choose your route to down dog. The scenic route or the direct route. Exhale, right foot forward. Then the right hand's going to be on the floor inside the right foot as we set up for side angle. Left heel spins in. And on inhale, you sweep that left arm up to the ceiling. You can stay there, arms into a T. Or wrap that top arm around your back, catching the inner thigh. Or catching hands for your bind. And then exhale, release the hands to the floor. From here, we're going to frame that right foot. And you're going to draw that left knee forward and place that left knee on the floor outside your right ankle. And you just sit your hips back, setting up for half spinal twist. And so what you find here is that right knee is bent, pointed to the ceiling. That left foot is on the outside of that right hip. Your right hand then is on the floor behind you. Left arm reaches up, and exhales, you twist. Looking that left elbow outside that right thigh. Good, coming back to center. And from here, we're going to just cross those ankles as we roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the left foot forward. Left hand on the floor inside the foot. Right heel spins in. And inhales, that right arm sweeps up. Side angle. You stay there or wrap that right arm behind your back. Catching the thigh or catching heels. And exhale, release the hands to the floor. Framing that left foot. That right knee draws forward. And you place the right knee on the floor outside that left ankle. And sit your hips back. So that left knee is pointed up. Right foot's outside the left hip. Left hand's on the floor behind you. Right arm reaches up. And exhale, you twist. Hooking the elbow outside that thigh. Using that arm against the thigh's leverage to help you draw the torso deeper into the twist. Good, back to center. You cross the ankles as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale, lowering the knees to the floor. You come to standing up on your shins. Setting up for Camel Pose. So hips over knees, shoulders over hips. The hands start against your low back. And on inhale, you roll the sternum towards the ceiling. If you like to release your hands to the feet of the floor, going deeper, feel free. You go as deep as you like. Opening the front of the body. Staying broad across the upper chest. Inhale, rising up. Relax your arms, take a breath. And once again, hands against the back. And on inhale, you go up and over. Inhale, rising up. Take a breath. Third and final one, on an inhale. Up and over. And inhale, rising up. And exhale, you're going to set your hips on your heels for Hero's Pose. From here, we're going into reclining hero. So you're going to lift the hips, and you're going to take those feet just a bit wider than your hips. As you then start to sit yourself back down between your feet. And as you sit down, there's three things that can happen. One, you get all the way to the floor and you're comfortable. Two, as you go down, your knees start to pinch. Or three, you can't quite get those hips all the way down. Your thighs are tight. If you can't get the hips all the way down, or your knees start to pinch, just keep your hands outside those ankles or maybe up on blocks, and just kind of meter the amount of weight that you put into your legs. If you're all the way down and you want to go deeper, you start to recline back. Maybe lower into your forearms, maybe come into lie flat. If your hips aren't all the way down, but you want to start to recline to open up the fronts of the thighs a little bit more, you can always sit on a block or sit up on your heels and start to recline back. But just be mindful as you recline back. Your low back may try and take a deep bend, so be patient with it. Trying to keep the low back open. Keep that tension to the front of the thighs, the front of your hips. Going to take a couple more breaths. Whenever you're done, you find your way to Child's Pose. And take your time coming up. Just tuck yourself in whenever you're ready. And inhale, rising up. You sit over the side of your feet and you bring those legs out in front. Setting up for Paschimottanasana. So the legs are straight, the feet are flexed, the arms reach up, and exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you can, your toes, your ankles, your shins. You bow your head, close your eyes. And inhale as you reach out, rising up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Coming alive, flat. Once down, you take a breath. And preparing for 3 rounds of back bends on the floor. The knees bend, the feet are flat. The arms alongside your body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And on inhale, you press down to go up once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go up. If you want any variations, feel free. Leg lifts, arm lifts. But open the front of the body. You breathe deep into the belly. And on exhale, you lower down. And once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms alongside the body, palms flat. The legs go straight up towards the ceiling. You hang out there, or shoulders straight. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, hands against your back as you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Roll the toes, roll the ankles. Send the legs wide, scissor them apart. And it feels good. Just playing with your legs suspended in air. Then coming back to center. If you're in shoulder stand, you take your toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's over. Release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth, you unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the legs are on the mat, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press into the hands and elbows. You arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown of the head towards the floor. Then exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. You take the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. And you release the knees over to the left. One final twist. Coming back to center. And over to the right. Coming back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Or you catch your bride up by tucking your hands behind your knees for shoulder stand. Or, excuse me, for headstand. If you're doing headstand, you take your time. You come down whenever you're ready. You start on your forearms and knees. You grab opposite elbows. And bring the hands out, fingers interlaced, palms are apart. You place the crown of the head on the floor, cupping the back of your head in your hands. Then curl your toes and lift your knees. You set your base with those forearms. And as you feel ready, start to walk the feet towards the elbows, lifting the hips higher. Eventually drawing one knee towards your chest, heel towards your hip, then the other. As you find your balance in this low position, first, it becomes a lot easier to just take those legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like. You come down whenever you're ready. Once you're done, you make your way to Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to walk with the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. And you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back. Chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together, heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's always so great to get to practice with you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.